Clark sound testing world feed English commentary. Welcome to the Metropolitan Gymnasium in Tokyo for semi-finals day at the Yonex Japan Open 2011. This is event number 8 on the 12 tournament Super Series. On the 12 tournament OSIM BWF Super Series. Order of play for today, and it's a repeat of last year's final. The 4 times world champions Kayun and Fu Haifeng up against Koo and Tan from Malaysia. Jill Clark sound testing world feed English commentary. Welcome to the Metropolitan Gymnasium. Welcome to Tokyo for semi-finals day at the Yonex Japan Open 2011. This is event number 8 on the 12 tournament OSIM BWF World Super Series. And not only part of the Super Series, but also this is a special year for the Japan Open because it marks the 30th edition of this particular event. I'm Jill Clark, and of course the OSIM BWF World Super Series all started in January with the Malaysian Open. And there you can see the full list. Jill Clark, sound testing world feed English commentary. Is everybody happy? Would you like me to keep going? So these are the results so far of Kayun and Fu Haifeng. Okay, super. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Tokyo for semi-finals day at the Yonex Japan Open 2011. This is event number 8 on the 12 tournament OSIM BWF World Superseries, and not only part of the Super Series, but also this is a special year for the Japan Open because it marks the 30th edition of this particular event. Well, I'm Jill Clark, and of course the OSIM BWF World Superseries this year all started in January at the Malaysian Open. 12 tournaments, as you can see, and also the Super Series finals in December, which will take place in China. So this event number 8. And for the first time this year, we have 5 premier events as well. The Korean, the All England, the Indonesian, and then the event following this, the Danish Open, that's a premier as well. And then the last of the Super Series this year, the China, is the 5th and final premier event. Well, as I say, it is semi-finals day and we're getting off to a flying start with a repeat of the final from last year in the men's doubles. The 4 times world champions Kien Keat Koo up against Koo and Tan from Malaysia. Then women's singles, an all-European affair between Saina Nehwal of India and the bronze medalist from the World Championships, Juliana Schenk. Of course, that's not an all-European match. What am I talking about? Then women's doubles, I'm getting too excited about the Japanese appearance of Fuji and Kakiwa. They're up against the youngsters from China. Then men's singles and the holder, defending champion, world number 1, Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia, up against Peter Gader, who incredibly first won this tournament 13 years ago. And then finally the mixed doubles, and this is an all-European clash between the number 4 seeds Fischer, Nielsen and Pedersen of Denmark up against Fuchs and Michels from Germany. Well, what a lineup we've got. Let's get straight on with the action, and of course our first match is men's doubles. Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng of China, the number 1 seeds, up against the number 3 seeds from Malaysia, Kien Keat and Tan Boon Heong. Well, there are still 3 courts laid out here at the Metropolitan Gymnasium in Tokyo, but only 2 courts will ever be used at the same time. And of course our centre court, court number 1, are 5 featured semi-finals. So here come the players. The defending champions lead them out in all white kits, the Chinese pair of Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng. Both these pairs consisting of a left and right-hander. And for the Malaysians, Koo and Tan, well, both of them celebrated a birthday earlier on this month, in fact last Sunday. Tan turned 24, Koo turned 26. And the Japan Open for the Malaysians, I think, is a very special event indeed, because this is where it all started. This was their first ever tournament together, and that was back in 2006, and they reached the final. The
semi-finals of men's doubles are Kai Yun, Fu Haifeng of China,
the defending champions.
Kien Keat Koo, Tan Boon Heong, Malaysia, and Kien Keat Koo
and the Malaysians, who have twice been in the final of the Yonex Japan Open, as yet not actually lifted the title.
And the service judge is Toshiyuki Ueda of Japan.
So all the players and the court officials being introduced to the crowd here at the Metropolitan Gymnasium. And my goodness, what a crowd we had in yesterday. It was the most marvellous atmosphere. 7,300 spectators came here. Of course, it was a national holiday yesterday, celebrating the autumn equinox, and my goodness, they came out to support and enjoy the badminton, and what a day's badminton it was yesterday. Wonderful matches from start to finish. In fact, the last match finishing very late, going almost an hour and a half, the women's doubles, but that final match, there was disappointment for the Japanese fans because their pair went down in 3 games to the Chinese youngsters. So the crowd here, well, they'll be expecting fireworks from this one. Well, the 4 times world champions, the reigning world champions from China, there they are. The only title that really eludes them is the Olympic gold medal. Silver medalists, of course, in Beijing. And look at their win-loss record for the year. 36-5, and that equates to 4 titles. Beaten finalists last week, so last 5 tournaments they've played, they've reached the final, winning 4 of them. That really is a remarkable record, and I have to say they've been looking very, very impressive so far. Look at that. Every single one of their matches won in 24 minutes. That is extraordinary, including that quarter-final against the number 7 seeds, Alvin Julianto, Chandra and Hendra Aprida Gunawan. So they're obviously in great form. So they're trying to get through to their 3rd final here at the Japan Open. They were beaten finalists in 2004. Of course, won the title last year. 7th appearance for the Chinese pair. And for the Malaysians, as I say, Koo is 26, turned 24, and they were twice beaten finalists here. 28-10. Equates to winning the Malaysian Grand Prix gold events and also being finalists at the All England Championships in Birmingham, where they lost out in 3 games to Matthias Boe and Carsten Mogensen. Well, they've had their problems in getting through to this semi-final, both in the 2nd round against Hirobe and Kazuno of Japan, and again yesterday against their teammates, the Wei Shem and Lim Kim Hwa. Dropped the 2nd game there, as you can see, but came back 21-17 in the decider. So for Koo and Tan, came together at the Japan Open 5 years ago. So court officials volunteer their time, the court officials, and do a very grand job too. Well, for the Chinese combination, not only their 7th appearance at the Japan Open, this is their 5th semi-final. It's not a bad record, is it? Well, as far as these 2 pairs playing against each other, this is the 12th time that they have met in international competition that goes towards ranking tournaments. And the number 1 seeds, the defending champions, have won 7 of the previous 11 encounters.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Fan Yun, Hu Haifeng, China. And on my left, Kien Keat Boon Heong, Malaysia. Fan Yun, stop to Boon Heong. Level, play.
So the defending champions, far side of the court in this semi-final, a repeat of last year's final. Well, I was mentioning the previous meetings between these 2 pairs and the fact that Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng have won 7 of the 11 previous meetings, but perhaps the most important is the fact that the last time they met, which was the semi-final of the All England Championships earlier this year, it was the Malaysians who won in 2 straight games. That said, of course, Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng are on the most remarkable run at the moment. 5 finals in the last 5 tournaments they've played, winning 4 of them. Only a little hiccup, I suppose, losing in the final last week to Jung Jae-sung and Lee Young-dae. Zhang Jun and Tian Bingyi, Chinese coaches. Zhang Jun won the mixed doubles here back in 2003. Good placement of the smash from Kien Keat. Across the body of Kai Yun. Now, had to turn from his backhand defence to try and defend forehand. That's clever play from Fu Haifeng.
Service over. 5-4.
Well, not many long runs at the moment, and that's so typical of elite level men's doubles. Just long.
Service over. 5-6.
Yeah, very good judgment. Well, they can't believe the call. Looking up towards the giant screen. Oh, yes, that was clearly in. Understand their disappointment.
Service over. 7-6.
Trouble going long of that back line. That time, no question, it was definitely long. Yeah, well, he wasn't going to make an error with that, was he?
Service over. 8-7.
Well, with doubles, it is very much about the attacking play. Whichever pair, the serve, the return, and the third shot tends to determine who's going to get on the attack. And from that moment on, very difficult in men's doubles to turn it around. So a 3-point advantage now to the defending champions. So a 4-point advantage at the mid-game interval. Now the judgment at the back of the court. They've had a disputed call at the back and just a little unsure. Well, that one was clearly in, no question. Bok is the amazing coach.
11-7. Play.
Well, without question, the longest rally of the match so far. Both pairs having the opportunity at one stage to attack, but they just couldn't finish off the shuttle. Not until Kai Yun, the oldest man on court at the age of 31, not until he got forward in court. Absolutely superb at the front of the court is Kai Yun.
Service over. 8-12.
There's the Malaysian coach. Yeah, good work by the Malaysians. Channel attack down the centre of the court, narrows the angle of reply. So on a run of 3 consecutive points. But that run comes to an end.
Service over. 13-10. Service over. 11-13.
Oh, that's good judgment.
12-13. Service over. 14-12.
Sheer threat of
12.
Kai Yun at the front of the court, forcing Kien Keat into error. Yeah, he's moving forward at exactly the right moment. Kai Yun. Service short.
Service over. 13-15.
Great defence. Pushed it long.
Service over. 16-13.
Yeah, good call. Good judgment. Content just to defend the Malaysians. Lifts and more lifts. Yeah, and as soon as they got themselves on the attack, won the rally. That was great defence from Kien Keat. And the final smash from the left-handed Boon Heong. Well, these two left-handers on court have, I believe, the two biggest smashes in world badminton. Of course, Haifeng holds the record with the fastest smash in competition play. That was at the Sudirman Cup finals in Beijing. He hit a smash at 332 kilometers an hour. That's 206 miles per hour. Absolutely extraordinary. Oh my goodness! The dive from Kien Keat. Desperation defence. He's going back, waiting for the full push, and then had to dive forward for the little half-court push. My goodness me, what athletic ability. And now the deficit, just 1 point. No, that's good from Haifeng.
Service over. 17-15.
Improved his abilities at the front of the court. There's no question of that. And they're just demonstrating how quick he can be and how effective he can be at the front. He prefers to play from the back. Every single point so precious. Well, when you consider they've had to come from behind and level at this crucial stage, this next point's so important. Oh, well taken from Haifeng. Yeah, no wonder he gets approval from his partner.
11, 17. Play.
Well, they know they've got to try and intercept at the nets. And they've also got to try and judge the right one. That was going so fast, so flat over the net. Yeah, put away with venom.
20, game point, 17.
And now 3 game points to the defending champions. Yeah, first time of asking. And no sign of nerves. Their opponents having caught back up to 17 all. Kai and Fu finishing it off at 21-17. Yes, the final rally. They work so well for each other. 2 Chinese players, real partnership. Well, the Chinese coach is obviously fairly happy with their players, because just a very quick word before leaving them to their own devices.
Second game, level. Play.
Having played that block, Kai Yun immediately was moving forward. He's always such a threat at the front of the court. Oh, incredible. Yeah. Oh dear. Now Kai Yun. Yeah, I think I hope it's only a graze on his knee, and that he didn't twist his knee as he was trying to... Ooh. Well, the umpire's calling for the tournament referee. Yeah, it's a blood injury. That's a mighty relief, I have to say. I don't want that to sound callous, but I was afraid for a moment. Ooh, yeah. Skidding along the ground. And the rules of international sport nowadays dictate that all blood injuries must be treated immediately. So the tournament doctor has been called. There'll be a slight delay while the medic arrives. It certainly won't stop him playing, I don't think. Have got the most remarkable record, this Chinese pair, Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng. 25 career titles, 10 of them Super Series. Twice All England champions, 2005 and 2009. In fact, 3 All England finals, because they were beaten finalists in 2007. Of course, there was bitter disappointment for them at the Olympic Games in Beijing, losing out in the final to Marcus Guido and Hendra Setiawan, who incidentally are contesting the other semi-final here at the Japan Open. That was the shot from Koo that was absolutely exceptional. Set up the rally. The elevation that Boon Heong gets on that jump smash is just remarkable.
2, love, play.
change of pace from Kien. May have his left ankle strapped heavily, but I've seen that for the last few tournaments, so it's obviously a precautionary measure, not a new injury. Yeah, it's all one-way traffic at the moment. A little puzzled expression on the face of Kien Keat. Of course, I was mentioning that the last time that these two pairs met was in the semi-final of the All England earlier this year, and the Malaysians won on that occasion. But I suppose you've also got to consider that this Chinese pair have won 5 of the last 6 encounters, including that World Championship final in Paris. What a match that was. 3 tough games. Oh yes, the channel attack, both the Chinese players trying to defend the same shot, getting in a muddle, and therefore making the error. For 7 of the 11 previous occasions that these two pairs have met, it's gone the full distance, gone to 3 games. I suspect the Malaysians will need to up their game a little bit if they want to take it the full distance here. It's a good rally. Oh, good defence. Yeah. Haifeng. He's such a strong athlete, but sometimes just a little bit sluggish in turning from one defensive side to the other. And the Malaysians really exploiting that weakness in that last rally. Oh, good return. Even better lift. Oh, it's just wide. Whoa. That can only have missed by a whisker. Yeah, it was a good call by the line judge, though it was just a fraction wide. But what vision from Boon Heong to see the gap across court. Aim towards the left shoulder of Kien. Former World Junior Champion Boon Heong. But yet to win a gold at the Senior Championships. That's gone wide and long.
Time is over. 7-4.
Oh, good drop shot. Yeah, well worked rally from Tan Boon Heong.
Service over. 5-7.
Interesting that he followed forward after that smash. Working with new coaches now, Koo and Tan. Yeah. Of course, they've worked for many years with Rexy Manaki. Rexy has been moved to be in charge of the women's doubles and the mixed doubles Malaysian team. And Tan Kim He is now the head doubles coach, assisted by Pang Chia Chang and Osman Razak.
Service over. 8-6.
So fast, isn't it? You cannot afford to hit anything loose at the net when Kai Yun is coming forward.
Service over. 7-6. 9.
Yeah, it was a flatter push from the net from Koo, and it meant that Haifeng could not get under it and therefore hit the shuttle a bit flatter and long of the back line. Once again, there's just 1 point in it. And they're back level.
9-all.
Well, the Malaysians managed to draw level. In the opening game, it was 7-all. And then promptly lost the next 5 points. Good disguise on the drop.
Service over. 10-9.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. It's called out. Well, Chinese pair cannot believe it, and I have to say my instinctive reaction was that it had landed in. In fact, it had landed a mile in badminton terms. Dear me. Well, both the Chinese players have just seen that on the replay on the giant screen inside this Metropolitan Gymnasium here in Tokyo. But no overall from the umpire. Well,
Flag.
I guess some will argue you have to take the rough with the smooth. Well, it's the Malaysians, despite being 5 points behind at love 5 down in this second game. It is the Malaysians who have the advantage at the mid-game interval. Just one solitary point, but an advantage nonetheless. Well, I just wonder. That line call on the back of the courts, how much of an influence that might just have on the outcome of this contest. A little flurry of activity around the Grey's knee. He's a tough character. In fact, remarkable character. He had heart surgery back in 2001. And to think that he's been 4 times and is world champion. No wonder he's got a tattoo across his back that says "Face of Adversity." Well, I suspect that disputed line call, and the only effect it may have is to make this Chinese combination even more determined. Error on the low serve. Of the fact that Haifeng just a fraction slower at the net than his partner. Too big a swing of the racket as well meant he couldn't get the shuttle going down steeply enough. Well, the Malaysians doing much better than they did at the start of this game. There's no question of that. Down on the floor to receive a smash. After this dive, he could have got up a little bit quicker, I suspect, but still managed to play the next one. But in the end, trying to be a little too clever with the cross-court net shot, and therefore a simple opportunity for Haifeng just to play the net shot for the winner. Oh, very entertaining stuff, no question of that. Oohs and ahs from the crowd as they were watching it again and again on the replay. Oh my goodness. soon as Kien got involved in the front, he makes the difference. But I was awfully worried earlier on in that rally because Haifeng let the shuttle drop at the back of the court. His partner, Kien, turned round to watch it land out, and then Fu decided he was going to play it. And I can vouch for the fact that that's a very dangerous thing to do, because I've got a shuttle in the eye in the past. When I did precisely that, my partner hit the shuttle trying to get it back over court. 14-all.
Oh!
3 straight points to the defending champions. Yeah, good vision from Boon Heong. Saw that Kien was trying to come forward, smashed in exactly the right place. Oh, brilliant. Goodness me. Launching himself towards the net to brush the shuttle off at the top of the tape. Wonderful control from Koo. Now the Malaysians back into the lead. Oh my goodness. Round the back shot. He's very much a showman, isn't he? Kien Keat is wonderful to watch. Have to keep the intensity, the Malaysians, if they want to take this the full distance. Cannot afford to let off or make an error. That's a good serve. Oh, the error has come from the usually reliable Kien. The 3 seeds from Malaysia now just 3 points away from sending this to a third and deciding game. The opportunity was there. You can tell from the reaction of Boon Heong. Bitter disappointment at making the error. Good serve. Oh, super return too. Perfection on the return of serve. Very tight and very tense.
90.
just enough pace on the shuttle from Kien Keat to tempt Fu Haifeng into trying to play it when he wasn't really in position. And now it is 2 game points to the Malaysians. Well, that's one well saved by the defending champions.
90-20.
They've done it. What a remarkable comeback by the number 3 seeds, Kien Keat and Boon Heong. Their confirmation, the second game, 21-19.
21-19. 1 game all.
1 game all, says the umpire. 42 minutes of play. And this is how they sent it to a decider. The defence from Fu Haifeng finding the net. And at love 5 down in that second game. Who would have thought this possible? Well, the Malaysians' body language in that timeout there, very buoyant. Well, I said I wondered about that line call. We had, of course, the advantage of seeing the replay. It was when the Malaysians were 9-10 down in that second game. There was a line call at the back of the court that we could see was clearly wrong, but it just may have shifted the momentum in favour of the Malaysians, because from that moment on there seemed to be a belief that they could come through and win this. It is 1 game all, third and deciding game. Well, a mishit from Fu Haifeng came off the frame of his racket. Again, it's Fu at the net making the error. When things get a little bit tight in the game, I always think it is Fu Haifeng who's the more liable just to get a little more tense, especially if he's forced to play at the net. Missed opportunity. And I have to say the body language, we're not seeing it at the moment, but the body language of Kien Keat after that rally. Bent over double. Feeling the pace or the disappointment, I'm not quite sure which. Oh. Landed in. Misjudgment there from Koo. Oh my goodness, well, he's had 1 miss hit and 1 fresh air shot. And that's just in this third and deciding game. We've only had 5 rallies. Just shows the tension and the nerves. There's another mishit. Yeah, a little wry smile from Fu Haifeng. Just trying to relax himself because he's obviously feeling the tension. They all are. Because that was a mishit from Koo. This is an important rally. Well, I thought after the second rally, when he was bent double, Kien Keat, I wondered if he was feeling the pace of this. There have been question marks in the past about the fitness levels of the two Malaysians. In all players' defence, I think the explosive style of men's doubles where smashes from the back of the court, basically you have to be leaping in the air. It's very physically demanding. More indecision. Don't seem to have the penetration on the attacking play from this near side of the court, the Malaysians. And I wonder if this is the decisive move. Four straight points to open up a 5-point cushion. Malaysians needed that. Needed to stop the run.
3-7.
Well, another disputed call. Yeah, that one was clearly long. That time the line judge was absolutely correct, but it didn't stop the Malaysians just having a little quizzical look. In fact, the umpire's going to have a word with them now. Well, Koo just saying that the Chinese players were calling out and influencing the line judge. Oh, what a great flick serve. Brilliant.
9-3.
Well, for Malaysian fans, they will be believing, I'm sure, that Koo and Tan have to close the gap a bit more than this before they change ends in this deciding game, because both pairs seem to have played better from that far side of the court. There's a bit of a drift in this arena, and I think from this near side, both pairs are struggling to actually get the shuttle on the floor, struggling to penetrate with the attacking play. Good low serve.
6-9.
Yeah, perfect. Well.
7-9.
Yeah, there's some of the Malaysian fans. There was a lone Malaysian voice in the crowd yesterday when Lee Chong Wei was playing his quarter-final against home favourite Kenichi Targo. Well, call from Koo to his partner to leave it, and it was a wise decision. Well, this is a very good comeback. 5 straight points, and now there's just 1 point in it. Well-worked rally by the world champions. Oh, it's a super return of serve. Good angle, and it means that it is the defending champions who have the advantage as the players change ends in this deciding game. But it was on the back of Koo and Tan's 2006 performance here, where they reached the final. They were scratch pairing. Came together in sad circumstances because Koo's regular partner suffered a family bereavement. And so they played together here at the Japan Open, reached the final. On the back of that, they got selected for the Asian Games in Doha, which Kien Keat and Boon Heong promptly won the gold medal. Incredible. In fact, the whole start to their partnership was phenomenal. Reached the final in 6 of their first 7 tournaments played, winning 4 of them. Well, the court's going to need to be mopped a little bit more. So, 11-9. Yeah. And perhaps there's belief with the Malaysians that from that far side of the court, more attacking power. Well, they'll be quite happy to play Fu at the front of the court and tempt him into trying to intercept those little half-court pushes. Back level. Great interception from the left-hander Tan. Goodness me. Super low serve, then the interception. Now once again, when Kien Keat keeps it simple at the front of the court, but makes sure he takes it early. Puts so much pressure on his opponents. So 4 points since the mid-game interval, and all 4 points have gone the Malaysians' way. Well, the run comes to an end. forced into error. Three gold medals at last year's Commonwealth Games, this man. Kien Keat, the team. Men's doubles, obviously, with Tan. Won the mixed doubles as well with Kien Keat Koo. Put that away. Yes. There was an opportunity early on in that rally for the Malaysians to finish it off, and they couldn't convert. Well, that might prove a little costly. Good flick serve. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable shot from Kayun. What great awareness. Well, this Chinese pair in individual tournament play have not lost a match since they lost to the Malaysians in the semi-final of the All England in March. They lost in tournament play. Didn't keep a clean sheet at the Sudirman Cup finals, but in individual tournaments, 6 months without a defeat. Apart from last week, of course, in the final. That record. Well, can't remember that happening in men's doubles in World Badminton. Yeah. Well, not called as a fault, so immediately Fu Haifeng has a word with the service judge. And I have to say that did come very, very flat. Of course, the serve must be struck below the waist. Racket head must be facing in a downward direction. Oh, that's gone well wide. Not even close.
Over. 50, 60.
Good pressure by the defending champions. So 1 game all, 16 all, and exactly 1 hour of play. Still, they can't be separated. They can now. Defending champions go back into the lead. May regret he wasn't ready, because that low serve was wide of the centre line. Well, they'll play the point again. He's lost confidence at the net, hasn't he, Fu Haifeng? flat, it's gone long.
That is over. 18, 17.
Real psychology going on at the beginning of that rally with the flip serve, throwing in a flat one in return, because that's what Malaysians did to them. 18 all.
That is over. 19, 18.
2 points required by the defending champions. Yeah, talking tactics, and Kayun just offering encouragement to his partner. It's a very good serve. The yell of delight as they watch the shuttle land in. All. Well, Koo down on the floor once again. And once again, the court will need to be mopped. Well, now 4 minutes already. And here we are. First match point. Have done it, the error from Kien Keat, and the delights for the defending champions, because they've come through an incredibly hard battle in this semi-final against Kien Keat and Boon Heong of Malaysia. Confirmation of the score: 21-17, 19-21, 21-19 in the deciding game. Well, Haifeng was a little bit nervous, I thought, at the start of that deciding game, but held his nerve enough. And the disappointment all too obvious from the Malaysians. Racket in the air from Kien Keat, and the delight as far as the defending champions are concerned. Their record continues. 6 finals now in 6 tournaments played. The last 6 tournaments, they won 4 of them, but they're through to their 6th consecutive final. And that's how they did it. 3 tough games, an hour and 4 minutes.
ルキス・キドー選手、ヘンドラセ・ティアワン選手の試合が1時半より2号